Hey English learners, today I want to share an important topic with you that you may not have learned in your book or in school. Because today I want to talk about how to give your opinion confidently and in a respectful way. This is something that may be hard for people that just start learning English, because the way you share your opinion often sounds like, I think you're wrong. And that simply sounds too harsh, even if you didn't mean it. Now, for some of you, the opposite is true, where you are being too soft and saying something like, well, maybe, or perhaps. This makes your opinion disappear entirely. Neither of these really work. What you would want, the goal, is for your opinion to be heard without sounding harsh. Lucky for you, there's a reliable set of phrases that you can use to share your opinion confidently and respectfully. Today, I want to share with you 3 patterns, kind of like 3 different levels of opinions. I'll be talking about neutral opinions, hedged opinions, and strong opinions, and knowing when to use which one, because that is a skill. So let's just start with the first one. Neutral opinion starters. These are simple phrases that help you introduce your opinion without loading it with emotion. Many of these are common phrases you have definitely heard before. For example, I think, or from my perspective, but also in my view, and as I see it. The nice thing about these phrases is that they sound confident without sounding aggressive. They simply signal, this is my position, stated clearly. And just these 4 phrases will work in almost any social or professional situation. For example, instead of saying that someone is wrong, you could say something like, well, from my perspective, I think I would have done it differently. Here's how. Sounds better, doesn't it? Alright, now let's move on to level 2. Hedged opinions. Hedging simply means softening your opinion slightly, opening up the door for the other person to disagree with you. Hedged opinions include phrases like, I might be wrong, but I could be off here, but this is just my take, but, or I'm not totally sure, but I feel like. Now you may think that hedging your opinion makes you sound weak, but it's the exact opposite. Because if you don't and you are too straightforward with your opinion, only argument will follow. Using hedged opinions actually helps you to continue the conversation, and that is what we call social intelligence. It simply shows that you can hold your view while being open to challenge. An important note here is that you need to hedge the introduction, not your opinion. We want your opinion to be clear. A bad example here would be something like, maybe this plan is possibly not the best. While a correct version may look like, I might be wrong, but I don't think this plan is going to work. So remember, you want to hedge the introduction, not your opinion. Level 3. Now you may think just sharing your opinion like this is easy, but sometimes you have to disagree with someone. That is where level 3 comes in. Disagreeing without friction. For level 3, it is important that we follow a specific structure. First, we want to acknowledge the other person's opinion. Then we want to slowly pivot or change to our opinion. This way, we show the respect and we show that we listen to the other person. And just like with the hedged opinion, we don't want to change our opinion, just the introduction. A few good phrases that help you disagree without friction are, I see where you're coming from, but that's a fair point. I just think, I understand the logic, though I would argue. Those are just 3 examples. So you see, first you acknowledge, then you pivot. I see where you're coming from is the acknowledgement, but is the pivot. And the nice thing about these introductions is that you can change the acknowledgements or the pivots. For example, you can also say, I see where you're coming from. I just think if you are more comfortable without the but. It is important to remember that you do not have to validate the full argument the other person gave you. A simple acknowledgement is enough. You just need to acknowledge what you heard before giving your own view. It is that one move, that one introduction, that removes almost all friction from disagreement. And that's basically it. There is not much more to it. 3 different levels for different situations to share your opinion while sounding confident and respectful. You see that the only thing these things do is give you an introduction to share your opinion. We didn't change your opinion, we don't start lying, we are being clear and straightforward, but in a respectful way. And believe it or not, it's these small changes that's the difference between an argument and a conversation that continues respectfully. So before your next conversation, try to remember one phrase from each level. This way you are ready to share your opinion and disagree without friction confidently. Which one you pick is completely up to you. It's about your preference, your choice. Then all I want you to do is notice. How does the other person respond to me? Is it different? It definitely will be. Do you want the phrases and a reminder of how to use them? Download the free guide in the description and join our free community to practice sharing your opinion with other English learners. Everything in the description. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and see you in the next video.